sirs.
The exciting music leads right into hello, sirs.
Hello, and how are you?
Hello.
Hello, love.
We've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
It's amazing how stuff just doesn't seem to work when everything absolutely goes to hell.
Nothing went to hell. We just had a holiday weekend.
I
That's it.
had power outages.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. We had some major storms come through here and take out our power for about 3 days.
Dang, dude, was it 3 days?
It was 2.5 days. I'm exaggerating. It's 2.5 days.
Didn't
But
have
that's a long time to be in the house with no power, trying to figure out what you talk to everybody about when you don't have your phone in your hand.
Right.
Highly do not recommend that.
Did you not drag out the board games or what?
We don't have board games.
Why do you not have board games, bro?
I didn't know anybody still had board games. There's
We
still
have a
board
ton of
games
board
out
games.
there.
We board game it up here at the Pickard house.
Really?
We do Yahtzee, we do Monopoly. We're out of the Candyland stage and that kind of stuff. But we're not quite Trivial Pursuit yet. But then again, I've never really been good at that. So, checkers, chess, Scrabble, the good stuff.
I spent the first 3 hours just realizing my wife still lives here.
Stop.
It was a wild week, and hopefully everybody who was affected by that storm is doing better now. But yeah, like all I experienced was a power outage, so I count myself extremely lucky for everything that went down. But yeah, it's the power outage sucked, but at least I didn't lose my house.
Bonus.
Always is.
Did you get any weather?
No, not really.
Yeah.
We got a little wind. Everything missed us. We had to pause the movie, watch it rain. It was about 5 minutes and it was over.
It didn't miss you by far, though, did it?
No, I think it tore some stuff up a little north of us, a little east of us.
So since we've had all this free time, what's everybody got done on their car?
It's weird that you ask because I go backwards.
Yeah.
So the car that did the great on the circuit had no issues, ran some PBs and stuff. Not for me. I'll just tear it back apart.
That's funny.
No, I'm putting the Terminator back on the car. So for those of you who didn't know, I had a Terminator on the car, had it tuned. Car made more power than it's ever made, just having a good solid tune. And I don't care what anybody says, Terminator kit, the Holly stuff, when it works good, it works really, really good. Or when it works really, really good. Had it tuned, ran into some other, I had to change transmission, which I knew was going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, running like crap. Several months go by. Some nice people took care of the situation with my Holly system. And it's all 100% and good to go now. So it's now going back on the car.
That's awesome.
So I'm in the middle of that. Hopefully be done by this weekend. It's almost done. Like all the running the wires and everything, all that's already in the car. I'm good to go. Move the ECU to a different spot. So making it better, making it cleaner.
Dig it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
John, you got out and ran your car a little bit. Is it doing any better, or is it still the most consistent car on the face of the planet?
No, it just pretty much does the same thing every time. It don't change.
You got a 1050 bracket car that I can drive 1,300 miles with
Yeah.
zero maintenance.
No,
True.
I'm maintenance on it, but I think it's just like you said earlier. It's because I'm looking for something to do.
Getting bored.
I put a new water pump on it. I don't think I even needed a new water pump, but I bought a Stewart Stage 2 aluminum water pump. It was really cool, so I'll put it on there.
If you were a painter, your car would be tore down and sanded on right now.
Yeah, I bet it would.
I know. I've seen me do it.
I'm not, but if I could do that business, I would. You're not wrong. No, I went to a test and tune Sunday, which was really cool. Nothing to complain about there. It's kind of a private deal. It was like me and 10 other cars. So 4 hours to do whatever you want. Pretty handy.
I wonder what it costs to rent Mocan.
You know, I don't know. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to move my camera. That's funny.
Hello, Mr. Doherty.
I'm not used to my camera being the computer.
Thank God you wore pants.
Yeah, I did. I had to look down and make sure they were there.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
You ever feel like your car's kind of talking to you?
And
Like it's kind of pointing you in the right direction?
yells at you. What's it saying, Fro?
So last episode we talked about how I was dealing with some tranny leaks. So I crawled under the car, determined that it was in fact the pan gasket. Dropped the pan, checked the gasket, checked the pan, everything checked out, looked right. There was something else, and I'll get into that in just a second. But put the pan back on, put a new gasket on it, bolted it up, filled it full of fluid, starts immediately leaking again. And I was like, man, what could this possibly be? So I rolled up under the car on my creeper and was looking at the corner of the pan that was leaking and watched the transmission fluid run off the dipstick tube and directly into my eye.
Seen it a million times.
Well, what was it trying to tell you?
So that's the part that
Move
kind of
your eye?
throws me. That's the part that kind of throws me. When I dropped the pan, there was a spring in the pan. And I got to thinking to myself, like, where could this spring have come from? So I pull up an exploded view of
Off
an
your
AOD
rooster
turn.
gear.
Off the rooster gear. Yeah, that's a good idea, but that's not what it was.
All right.
So pull up an exploded view of an AOD transmission, start looking at where this spring might be. So this spring is on the throttle valve. And it holds the lever tight against the throttle valve. Doesn't allow it to bounce back. Doesn't allow any play. So I put the spring on there and I was like, man, that's really weird. Drop the pan, find that spring. That's odd. Take the car out, drive it around. Now all of a sudden it doesn't want to go into overdrive. And I was like, man, what gives? So when I was driving it, I was driving around about 55, 60 miles an hour, something like that. I decided, all right, I'll take it out on the highway and see what happens. So as soon as I get past 66 miles an hour, it kicks into overdrive and does everything it's supposed to do. So
Bam,
basically,
2018, you're there. Oh, no.
So
okay.
basically, the transmission is now working correctly based on what I was doing when we were on the circuit. Because if I was behind you guys, I would just leave it in third because it didn't need to be in overdrive. So now with that spring in place, now it doesn't shift into overdrive until it gets to about 65, 66 miles an hour. So now it's working properly. It just threw me off because it hasn't worked properly up to this point. So I don't understand. Like, I probably should have never dropped the pan. I probably should have continued investigating until I found that it was the transmission dipstick tube that was leaking. But if I hadn't dropped the pan, I never would have found that spring. So I kind of feel like the car was kind of talking to me.
you know, gotta guide you.
But the leaks are fixed. So we don't got to put that on another title for an episode. No tranny
No
leaks.
more leaky trannies. Good for you.
Good job, bro.
Well, thank you. It continues a trend of every time I work on this car, it gets better.
I also said on the last show that I got my trailer about finished. And I got it finished. And I said, I'm going to do it like this because that's for me. I'm never selling it. So I put a lot of work and effort into it. Yeah, I sold that, dude. It's gone.
This is my forever trailer.
That's what I
Unless
said.
that guy wants it, and then it's his forever trailer.
Yeah, he wanted it bad. Like, way more than I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
No, I got a good deal on a real deal car trailer instead of a utility trailer.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough, I was able to sell that trailer that I said I was going to keep forever because I did it for me. I sold it to a guy, man. He was happy as could be too. He didn't try to talk me down on price or nothing. He said, here, bam, bam, bam. Here's this money. It's cool. He was stoked. He said, this is the nicest trailer I own. I said, cool.
Wow.
Good. And then I bought one of Devin's old car trailers. You see a pattern here?
Yeah.
You guys see how I just buy all Devin's old junk? You know what I mean?
Hold on.
I wouldn't call it old junk.
Oh,
I mean, it's a nice trailer. It was a nice Terminator. It was
the Terminator was nice, but it had to be sent off.
differential
right.
cover.
Huh? I say it's not junk. The trailer's nice. I'll clean it up and it'll look really, really stinking good. I'll do exactly what I did to the other trailer to this one, and it'll be awesome. Right? Terminator's not junk. It happened to junk out it would have done it to him too. It's not his fault. I'm just saying, I just call it junk because to him it kind of is. The trailer sat for 8 months, hasn't moved, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Terminator sat on the shelf for 2 years. You know what I mean? Like it's not junk, but it was a joke. I have a winch that I bought from him right here on my bench for the other trailer.
Yeah. That's funny.
Nothing wrong with it. Still going to call it junk.
I was going to say, it sounds like you're doing pretty well with all that junk.
Well, that was a weird situation. So the utility trailer Jimmy gave me, he just gave it to me. He's like, man, come get this out of my yard. There was literally a tree growing up because there was no floor in it. There's a tree growing up. So he had to cut the tree down so we could get the trailer out, right?
Yeah.
So after I got it all done and I decided I was going to put it up for sale because Devin said, hey, man, I'll give you a good deal on this car trailer that I'm never using anymore because he got a new trailer. I messaged Jimmy and I said, hey, man, I'm going to put this trailer up for sale. Just want to make sure you're cool with it. I'm not trying to take anybody off. You know, I'm not whatever. And, you know, he responded with about how I thought he would. And he said, man, if you would have pulled it out of my yard and went and sold it for $300 or $400, then I probably would have had something to say. He goes, but you took it, you put a bunch of time and effort and money into it, and you fixed it up. And he goes, I knew you were doing it for you. And then this come along. He understands. I mean,
Yeah.
he said, you did good, man. No worries. Which made me feel good about the whole situation. You know, if it would have rubbed him the wrong way, I probably just would have kept the utility trailer, to be honest with you. But it worked out. So I started with a paper clip and ended up with a car trailer.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good deal for you.
Yeah. And I'll use it. I'll use it a bunch.
All right. So, where do we want to start here?
I'm about finished.
Bo, you went to an event?
Oh, yeah. I went to NPK at Flying H. Track's awesome.
How's the track?
Track's amazing. We're not
Cool.
done with it yet. Like the facility there, they said they were like 75% finished. And there were still like tractors out, and there you can tell they're still doing things, but the track's functional. It's been, I think they said it was open for 2 weeks before the NPK event. Track was awesome. All the people, all the racers that I had interactions with, all were awesome. Everybody was, you know, nice as I figured they would be. You know what I mean? I'm going to say this on our show, and hopefully it don't tick you guys off. But I don't feel so bad because I'm a dork and I keep up with all these other NPK racers and blah, blah, blah. And they've said it. They've already said it publicly. That track is sweet. It is a great. Some of those guys says that's the best track in the United States. They've already said that is the best surface available to them. They've already said that. They've also said the track was 2 weeks old and already littered with trash because the locals treating it like a dumpster.
Yep.
I watched people walk around there, fling their cigarettes, reckless abandon, just wherever, throw beer cans on the ground. You know what I mean? Just throwing trash on the ground. And there's trash cans everywhere. There is. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching, oh man, how disrespectful. You go to our local track, you go to Mocan, you won't see anybody do that. And if somebody does drop something, they don't get it. When the person walks by, there's a really good chance they're going to grab that and pop it off in the trash can. I know because I've seen it and I've done it. You know what I mean? Our little track here, the local track, I don't know. It's just, man. But those people, I will say this. I'm assuming and I'm guessing that those people that are doing that, they're not real race fans. They're there because it's something to do.
They're TV fans.
They're TV
or there's that little to do in that area.
Well, these are also the same people that are hammer drunk, stumbling around with no shirt on by 11:30. You know what I mean?
Which is fine if you're at the lake.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm not against any of that, but
not at the races. I mean,
at the races. There's
stumbling around at the other 11:30 is one thing. The first 11:30, good Lord.
And I don't know how they can afford to do it. They must have some good jobs, man. Beers were expensive.
Yeah.
Like $7 for a can of beer.
Yeah, I'm not a go out and drink beer kind of guy.
Yeah. No.
It's not cost effective.
Quick question. Me and you've already talked about this. Fro, I'm going to ask you a question. Before we left, Stephanie and I, my wife, she got a lemonade. I got a sweet tea. Did we talk about this already?
Yeah. You sent it in the group message, yes.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay. Lemonade, sweet tea, 2 corn dogs, and some fried ravioli, which there were 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
50. What I tell you guys it was $50-something. $50. Yep. It was $50.60. $50 damn dollars for that. And it wasn't even very good. The tea was okay. Other than that, the food was just.
That's 2.5 t-shirts unless you're my size.
Then it's 1.3.
Then it's 1.5.
Yeah. I don't know. The track's awesome. I do want to go back to it. I was kind of turned off by some of the local people there that weren't there for the right reasons, I don't think. And I'm not trying to sound like a sissy, man, but it sucks that you see such a great facility. People put time and money and effort into it to have a great place to go race, and people just zero respect. Zero.
Yeah.
And not everybody. There was a lot of awesome people there. The majority of the people were great.
Yeah.
But the 12% of dirt bags really stood out. You know what I mean?
You dirt bag.
Trying to keep it PG here. Dirt bags.
See, and
you could
go ahead.
You could kind of tell watching the live stream. I watched the NPK live here in the garage while you were there, and all the downtime when Boosted just talking back and forth with the people close enough to talk to him. Those guys are just hammering beers right there, and he was like, "Yeah, we're water," and he was talking to that one guy. He's like, "Oh, well, was this your?" You want to do a beer and then like 2 waters or at least 1 to 1. And the guy's like, man, I'm doing like 5 to 1. I've already.
Yeah. And then he said, what are you drinking?
11:30 and I've already had a 12 pack.
But he was busting people's chops. They're like, what are y'all drinking? And they're like, Coors Light. And he's like, okay, you probably can go 5 to 1 because that's almost water already.
Yeah.
You're good. You can do 5 to 1. You'll be fine.
Later in the day, he was like, where's old 5 to 1? And somebody goes, yeah, he passed out.
I will say
Yeah,
this, man. There was a lot of people there, and it was very, very busy. And the track handled everything pretty good. Like it was a good time. I had
cool.
a blast. We had a really, really good time.
I'm not knocking any kind of racing because racing's cool no matter what you're racing, especially if you're the one doing it. But I'm not probably going to show up for snowmobile racing.
No, man.
Like that's a good time to go take a leak.
And I understand they need fillers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. It got to the point where, like, they're like, okay, we're going to bring out the 7.0 class. And, you know, which to us, a 7.0 car is not super slow. That's a mile. That's an okay fast car. They come out and the first pair goes down. My wife turns and looks at me. She goes, "Oh, these cars are slow." And I go, "Yeah, they are." She's like, "What?" I said, "They're half second faster than my car." And she's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Your car's slow." I was like, "Yeah, I know. Thanks. I know.
We've identified the problem.
Yeah.
Now let's figure out.
I'm working on it. That's why I've been talking to a local guy here to get my engine program lined out. So, which is going to be awesome and expensive, but we're doing it.
So is NPK exactly like it is on TV?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to watch it on YouTube, the live stream, because there's too much, because the audio is real crappy. And it'll be boosted right in front of the camera talking, but you'll hear Sean and Aiden back there talking. It's weird, right? Like the audio is real jumbled.
Yeah.
But when you're there, it's much different. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I had a really good time. Went and took a picture with Dominator, with Joe. He's a tiny, tiny man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not exactly a thin guy. Pretty, you know, I'm a rotund man, but I'm not very tall. I'm like 5'8", 5'8.5" with tennis shoes on. And I'm like a head taller than Joe. So I look like an ogre standing next to him.
That's funny. He's not a very big guy, but he's guaranteed the nicest guy on the property.
Oh man, he's got to be. Which I say that everybody that I had interactions with, everybody was super nice and polite.
Oh yeah,
everybody. What are you gonna say, Fro?
The only thing popping into my head is so how many people did you actually get to like meet? I know they do a lot of meet and greet and stuff in the pits. Like was Dominator the only one, or did you kind of walk by casually, check out everybody else's pits?
No, yeah, I know. I walked the pits. We walked the pits a couple times. You know me. I'm not the guy to stand in line.
I know.
I'm not the guy to stand in line to go get a picture. The only reason I took a picture with Dominator is because Stephanie knows that I like Dominator, just because of her forced time of watching Street Dolls with me. She's like, "I'll take a picture with him." You know, like there's only a few people in his line, you know, which is weird because he did only have a few people in his line, but his line never stopped. Like you look at the other ones and they're just lines. Well, mainly Murder Nova and Ryan. Right? Yeah. Mainly Ellington and Ryan. Their lines were real long. Nobody else really had a long line. But Joe's was just constantly people coming up, always go. And he was trying to work on his car and do stuff, and he took time for every person, you know. So, which, like I said, most of them do. But as far as like actually having interaction and talking to, not really, just Joe. Yeah, I mean we got close and we checked out some of the guys when they were working on their stuff. But I sent you guys a picture of Kai Kelly's pit.
Yeah,
him and his glow in the dark legs. Babies are white.
Guy needs some sun.
Yeah,
maybe leg day as well.
Yeah, maybe. Also, James Finney, Birdman.
Yeah,
he's super short. Him and Joe both. They were on their pit bikes running around. Him and Joe.
Yeah,
not together, but they were all doing drivers' meetings and stuff. They look like regular bikes on the pit bikes, so they fit those guys. Bobby Ducote, which we all knew.
Yeah,
I think he's a little bit shorter than me. Also, That's one weird thing. Is like I always like to see how tall people are, and I don't care. I don't have a height thing with myself. Like I don't say I'm 5'10" when I know I'm 5'8". You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people. But like when me and my wife, we'll be watching movies or something. I'm like, I wonder how tall Chris Hemsworth is. So I'm like, Google it. I do that all the time. I'm weird.
I'm not much taller than you, if at all. And we went to a NASCAR race years ago. We took the boys down to Texas for the birthday, and who was it? Oh, Gas Monkey, Richard Rollins, and then what's that guy that he always hung out with? Not Aaron.
Oh, Dennis.
Dennis.
Him and Dennis were there, and we waited in the line. We went up there and got our pictures with those guys, and I was like, this is a horrible picture. These guys are a solid foot taller than I am.
Yeah.
How the hell do they even fit in some of these cars they're getting?
I don't know.
Dennis
is the real car guy. He's the money man.
Yeah,
we know that.
Well, and if you've watched any of his YouTube channel, he's also one of those people who knows the history of a car before he purchases the car.
Yeah, man.
Like,
he
does a lot of research.
I like to jump right into something I don't know anything about, pay too much for it, and then when I learn about it, sell it for a lot less. It's kind of my business model. Yeah.
I'm going to buy this car that I know I'm going to make nice eventually, but I want to make sure I can't get any parts for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interior pieces? Oh, I don't want to be able to find those.
Yeah.
Nope. Weather stripping? Nope. I want to make all that.
Well, that's the downfall of what we do is we're looking for affordable vehicles, and anything that's cool ain't affordable.
Yeah.
So we have to find something affordable and make it cool.
My Nova's like cool adjacent. There's all these 69, 70, 71, 72s. And then you get to 73 and 74. And all they really changed was the quarter window. And they put some 5-mile-an-hour bumpers on them, make them all huge. And every interior piece is different. So it's like, oh yeah, I can't buy anything for this thing. I'd love to have factory door panels, make like at least the front half of the cab look factory. No, ain't gonna happen. Can't find them deals.
I'm telling you, Fro has really dialed in his door panel making abilities.
I'm not one to brag, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
I need to just pull these ones out that you made years ago and shoot some like satin black on them so they at least don't shine like a diamond in a goat's arse.
Fro made those with a butter knife and a stone wheel.
I see, but what's hotter, the shiny aluminum, or if you painted them black?
Like temperature hot or Paris Hilton hot?
Temperature hot.
Oh, okay.
Not like John hot.
I don't know. I don't like the aluminum's probably not, but they're both. Either one's going to burn your armpit when you go like this, and I don't like looking in there and seeing that shiny tin.
I get it.
It just is what it is.
Man, just go to Hobby Lobby, get you some material and some spray glue.
Form over function.
Knock it out.
Yeah.
At least just on the top piece. Armpit saver.
I don't know if you've been to Hobby Lobby in a while, but they got some really great stuff that looks like a cowboy boot. Just cover it all in that.
Hey, I hope you're not being a jerk because that stuff is cool. I would do my whole roof, my top in that.
What are we talking about? Like some sort of
I don't have my phone. I'll send it to you.
Like it's got tooling in it, and it's like fancy scroll work all the way through the vinyl, like you would see on the side of a cowboy boot.
And you buy it by the yard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write down what that is so that I can not buy it.
Go look at it first. It's cool.
Maybe a better description. I don't know.
Fro, you suck at descriptions.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I'm worse because I can't even give you a description. You did it way better than I would have.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off here for just a second. You're still gonna see me, but I'm gonna go find this vinyl. So you guys talk amongst yourself.
What, you have the vinyl?
No, I'm gonna find
he's
a
gonna-
picture of this
He's
vinyl.
gonna Google some stuff right now.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
what conversation do we want to lead into with this?
I really want to talk a whole bunch about the dirt bags from Kansas City at Odessa, but I'm not going to. Oh, also, let me throw in one more thing. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Raiders fan. I'm not. But when there's people walking around a racetrack and out of the blue, and keep in mind, these are the hammered drunk people. Most of them weren't wearing shirts, all men. Out of the blue for no reason, they just go, Chiefs. And that's it. They'd be walking by themselves to the bathroom, carrying their beers, just eyes half, Chiefs. Like they're just, they can't help it. You know.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's get me off this subject before I get in trouble with a lot of people from Missouri.
Yeah.
Is that any different than being like at a concert or something and hearing some chucklehead in the back go, Boomer?
Sooner.
No, it's exactly the same.
It's
But I'll yell Sooner back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly the same.
I can't find the picture that I'm looking for here.
We did say Hobby Lobby, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's worth it, John.
Oh, hold on.
That's cool.
Hold on. I may have found it here.
He found it. Fro, we got to work on
All
your
right.
internet.
I can tell he's really searching hard because his internet's getting really bad.
Yeah.
He's going off. Man, he's froze right now.
He's frozen. He's looking
All right.
like
So let's
Super
see if
Mario 1.
Frozen fro.
Dun, 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 dun,
Are you guys hearing me now?
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we heard the whole thing. You farted a minute ago. We heard that.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
pans over and Connor's in the corner going this.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Huh.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean,
John's out.
That's fine. You guys can have no taste over there together.
I'm fine with it. I think it would make a great accent piece.
I'm sure there's an application for where that would go. I just can't come up with it.
Some Halloween costume will need that at some point.
At some point, yeah.
Back off.
I don't think it's the door panels of your streetcar.
Oh, no, not for that. No, I wouldn't do it for that.
I mean, it basically looks like the scroll work that you would see on like a 72 Chevy pickup door panel that's a custom model.
Yeah, it does. It looks just like that inlay.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
like
it does. All right. I have a couple things written down. Do you want me to just roll through them and see if we want to like touch each one of these individually?
it. Ooh, sounds gross. Yeah.
Let's touch them individually.
Individually.
Now all of a sudden I can't talk about it.
No, we should probably go 2 at a time.
touch them
Dos.
2 at a time, bro.
All right. I didn't write down the date on this, so I hope Bo has the date on this.
Okay.
Farm Truck and Asian at Mocan.
Dude, I sent you a picture.
You did. Hold on, I can pull that up.
And I don't have my phone. My phone's in the house. So
Yeah. Mine's not. It's
So-
right
yeah,
here.
Farm Truck and Asia are going to be, I think it's
What are they going to be there for?
hang out and party for like a meet and greet, I think.
It's a party.
Yeah. I mean, they'll probably bring the Mordor Nova, the farm truck, maybe the bug, the beetle.
Everybody-
July 19th and 20th.
July.
This will be the 62nd anniversary event.
I was only like 2 months off. So
Yeah.
Farm Truck and Asian have been married for 62 years.
Yeah. You didn't know?
Okay. I didn't think Asian was that old.
well,
Don't.
Okay. We all got it. That was a good one, Bo.
It is Mocan's 62nd anniversary. He can't not say it.
I just had to mute so I could say that stuff out loud. Okay, I'm good.
Oh man.
I muted and covered my mouth.
No. I kid. Farm Truck and Asian's cool. And 62 years for Mocan, that's
it's awesome.
That's a hill right there, and that track only continues to get better. But it still feels like somewhere, like it feels like you step back in time when you show up there.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
Like they talk about doing all these upgrades with the big concrete parking lot and blah, blah, blah. And that's awesome and that's great. And that'll be all. Cool. I mean, cool. But man, that might take away from some of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to complain when they do it.
Pitting in the grass.
Yeah.
That's old school there.
Yeah.
That is part of the charm of that track. I mean, it really is. And that every track has its own little flavor like that. But when it's your home track, like it has been for us for years, it's awesome to have something with that kind of history.
So they're just going to do the center part that's already just gravel. So I'm cool with that. If anything, that just makes my car dirty nonstop. It drives me nuts. I got to wipe it off.
Yeah, same. I spent most of my time there polishing the old car here. Yeah. Is that all you had, Joe? Is that the whole list?
Say what?
Is that the whole list?
No. Do we want to touch on? John posed a question to us about whether he should go EFI or carb.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that doesn't matter. It's good.
No, I think honestly we should at least say something about it. I think I like EFI. I like the idea of EFI, but the system you presented does not have as much capability as some of the better systems that are out there. And I know at some point you're going to want to add some features.
No, that was sometimes you're scrolling at just the wrong time and boom, an ad pops up. Boom. What is that? Like a Holly.
It was a sniper with the, was it?
It was a Dominator sniper. And it's like $800. Like, well, crap, that's cheaper than a carburetor. The black one is like $1,800. And the gold one is like $800. I was like, well, heck, that's kind of hard not to jump on, but I don't need it.
It was just a 4,500 a sniper stealth 4,500.
Yep.
Turns out my phone was right here the whole time.
How much was that deal, Bo?
$2,150.
No.
That's what it shows now.
No,
it's $2,150 now.
Is that the shiny one or is that the gold one?
It's the gold one.
No fooling.
Yeah, you should have bought it for the $900.
Dude, that's all I was asking that day was like, if you were, because a decent carburetor is no less than $850, $900.
Yeah.
If you could have bought that for $900, even if you are going to want to upgrade and do something else later, man, sell that deal. You probably sell that for more than you could sell a carburetor for that was used. Ask me how I know. I've been trying to sell this 850 XP Holly for a hot minute, and nobody wants that deal.
I get that.
Yeah.
I should have bought one of them things.
The text after you sent it was, "Is there a reason this deal's only $900?"
Yep. Turns out it's because somebody messed up that day. It must have been like super sale.
Someone at Summit fat fingered that price is what happened.
Well,
they said, "Oh, that's not Phytech."
Shit, it's gold. I thought it was a Phytech there for a minute. Mark that deal up. Wonder how many people jumped on that deal that day.
I should have bought one. I think, no, geez.
I would say it was probably like a refurb unit or something.
Oh,
I've never seen one that cheap.
In my current experience, refurbs are better than the originals sometimes.
No, the black one was the ad that I clicked on.
Okay.
And then I clicked because what color do you want? It was already on black, and I just scrolled to the gold one. I just wondered if there was a price difference. Usually it's a little more for a black one. And it was over $1,000 less. Man, this is weird.
Weird.
That is weird.
So in that case, I should have bought that deal. But any other time.
Bad advice from me.
Yeah. Way to go, Fro.
Thanks.
Fro said it was junk, so I didn't buy it.
I didn't say it was junk. I
Exact
said
word.
I think that was verbatim. That's junk. Don't buy it.
that's junk. Don't buy it. That's. I must have said it. If you say I said it, I said it.
Yeah.
I'm married. I know how this is.
I said I don't think you can go wrong either way. Either ordering that deal or calling up ATM or any carburetor manufacturer that will, build you one.
Which just furthers my point. You should listen to Bo.
Yeah, you know me. Always tip top up in perfect running condition.
Full of good ideas.
Never redo any of my stuff. Ever.
I got the guy over here that's like, do some stuff to go faster. I got the guy over here that's like, reliability and safety.
You can do both. You've done both so far.
I spend a lot of time searching the internet for this guy, but I really just need to focus on this guy. Like, because I go to the track. Like when I went to the track Sunday, I'd go make a pass and then I'd come back to the pits and like sit in my chair and drink water and wait for the car to cool off a little bit and then go. And I look around and these other guys like have their whole front end pulled off and they're thrashing to do some stuff so they can go try something else. I'm like, man, I need to jack this deal up and lay under it for a little bit. Make it look like I'm doing something.
Zip tie your hands up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take a nap.
I'm gonna lay under this car and take a nap until everybody had to fix the transmission. So,
well, hey, with all that safety and go fast stuff being said, there's a reason why. Because we've all growing up, we just want to go faster.
yeah.
Like, ooh, I can't wait to be able to stop 60 feet less. Woo!
I always said brakes ain't gonna make this car go any faster.
That's the truth.
And when was the last time you heard someone say, "Hey, come check out this drive shaft safety loop. Get under there, check it out." No, but when would you hear, "Check out the new carburetor. Look at this junk. Look at this." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody cares about safety.
No.
You heard it here first, folks. No,
also,
it's really important when you start going faster and faster. You have to be safe. You have to. But nobody wants to brag about it.
Unless it's a parachute.
Unless it's, well, then, yeah.
Then we're going to brag about it.
Look at this parachute mount.
Shanda did ask when we were there.
Put my grill in.
When we were there, Shanda asked, she said, well, how come none of these guys stop and pick up their chute? Said the only ones that are stopping and picking up a parachute are the guys that are getting pushed back or towed back. Said at the drag and drive stuff, everybody stops and picks that deal up. I said, well, I don't know. Could be because they're going twice as far back to the pit. It's just an 8th mile track.
You talking about in your Sunday session?
Yeah.
That's because they don't have to worry about other cars. A lot of times you got to stop and pick that stuff up because have you ever seen
drive over it,
catch other cars?
Yeah.
People will drive by, not pull their chutes, and they'll catch another car, and they'll cause accidents. I've even seen videos of people walking and get caught up in someone's chute and it drag them.
Shoot.
Yeah. No pun intended. Okay, pun intended. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, good times. But yeah, if it runs like that, why do I want to keep messing with it? I used to have fun for a little bit and then play with it later.
It's sweet that you can tell yourself that right now. And you almost have yourself convinced that you feel that way. And you might right now, but by the time you get to your house tonight, you walk from your shop to your house, you're like, oh man, where's that carburetor at?
Yeah.
Let's check that baby out one more time.
Yeah, I'm going to lay in bed and Google Go Fast parts. But I'm really not going to do much between now and 20 days from now.
Yeah.
Because we all know what 20 days from now is.
Rocky Mountain Race Week.
The Rocky Mountain Race Week.
Have they called you yet to tell you you're off the wait list?
That deal. No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking from what I heard, from what people say, if you want to listen to people, a lot of people don't ever say like I'm out. And if they do, they wait until like the last week. And I was like 35. I was number 35. Usually upwards of 60 roll off and back in. Like 60 spots open up. It's what I've been told like in the past. But a lot of them are like day of. They just don't show up that day. And
that's pretty crappy.
Probably, I don't know. Some of those guys probably thought they were going to be able to make it right up until that day. I mean, something happened to my car between now and then. It could be that day I'm loading it on the trailer and I don't know.
Let me share with you how confident John is that he's going to get this phone call. He called me earlier and he's like, man, 20 days. I'm like, yeah, all right, Rocky Mountain, 20 days. He's like, you ready? You asked for time off already? I was like, no. And he goes, come on, man. I was like, oh, so did you get your call? Did you get, He's like, oh, no. But I will. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to will it into existence. I'm going to make it happen.
I'm over here going, man, I only have 20 days to get this Terminator junk lined out, which, not to bring it up again, all the tunes and stuff's already done. It's already been on the car before. I should just have to get all wired back up, and it should be okay. And I've already talked to my tuner. He said just bring it up. It'll take him about an hour, 2 hours tops. Should go over everything, go test drive the car, hit the nitrous, make sure everything's good, and then I should be dialed. It should be good to go.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. But I do need this big guy's help for a little bit this weekend at some point.
You'll have to talk that over with my wife.
Yeah, well, I'm texting her right now.
Speaking of this weekend. First of all, it's not the pictures you send my wife. But anyway. Speaking of this weekend is going to be 2 events that I'm kind of interested in that I'm not going to make it to either one because I'm going to help Bo. Heroes and Hot Rods, big car show over in my neck of the woods. Usually that's Saturday. Usually it's about 300 to 400 cars, 500 maybe.
Go to it and come over Sunday.
I don't know that I want to. We'll discuss this after the show.
Okay.
I think I'd rather just work on your car and get it right. And then the other event this upcoming weekend is going to be the Miami Monster Trucks over in your neck of the woods, Bo.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah.
And contrary to popular belief, I painted on Devin's Monster Trucks. So I'm going just for that deal.
But no, I want to
go.
go. I want to go. I want to see. I've seen hints as to what's coming out, but I want to see it all put together and all done. And I want to see the.
You know what it is? He's been sending you and me both pictures. I don't know why he sends me pictures though, because I'm there like every day. I know exactly.
He just wants to remind you why you're there.
I was literally there this morning helping him with trying to help him figure out some lighting situation. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a crowd favorite, I guarantee it. He's done really good.
And I enjoy going to that show just for the show. I love the tough trucks. I still want to go tough truck racing. But yeah,
that shirt. My little girl wants a shirt real bad, and I feel like I need to own a shirt too. Whether I wear it or not, it's gonna hang in the closet.
What kind of shirt?
The shirt for the new.
I don't even know if he said the name yet. He hasn't even said the name, so I can't say it.
The new truck.
The new truck. Have you?
But I am looking forward to that.
Count Truckula.
Count Truckula? No.
Awesome. I was gonna break the internet there.
It's a Marvin the Martian truck.
Yeah.
Huge helmet.
Just
anybody.
Oh, I wish. All right. Well, it looks like all we have left to do is marketplace. You guys ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? Da-da-da.
Oh man.
Where's the slide that tells us it's marketplace?
I didn't have time to put all that together. Like we've had 2 weeks and I had no time whatsoever.
Not a Mustang, but it's a Mustang.
I forgot it.
We'll just go ahead and announce now that we're taking applications for a new production manager.
Not co-host. Not co-host. Production manager.
Please. Just dead silence. Dead silence.
I was waiting on John to start reading.
I think he made the word small again.
No, it looked good to me.
Get your readers. You want me to read this one?
You might have to.
All right. 1986 Mercury Capri, $2,500. Do not message me offering less than asking price. Do not message me offering less than asking price. Do not message me offering less than asking price. Do not message me offering less than asking price.
I'm going to message him offering him $2,400. Just because he said that so many times. And I'll bet you he takes it. Anyway, okay.
This was contributed by a viewer, and he thought we would have fun with that.
I like it already.
Project. I will not send more photos or videos. Will start and drive onto trailer. Hood is not attached. Interior is stripped and has roll cage. Engine is a roller 302, has Elgin cam and lifters. Stock E7 heads. On 3 turbo headers and turbo. Return oil line not installed from turbo to pan. Hood needs fiberglass work. Has no exhaust after the turbo. Will need a programmable ignition to put a timing tune on it. Car starts and runs, moves around, and will drive onto the trailer. If you want to drive, go ahead.
I have a major problem with the order he put all this information in. It's driving me crazy. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
If you wanted to drive on the street, it would also need side mirrors, blinkers set up to a toggle, e-brake, speedometer, and windshield wipers.
Do you have to have a speedometer, an e-brake, windshield wipers, or side mirrors? Because if so,
you're illegal, sir.
Just as a reminder, do not message me offering less than asking price.
Okay, I want to see the car. It's about what I expected.
it's the Murder Mercury.
Don't
Yes,
think
it
murdered about that car is the hood and the tail lights.
My gosh, look at them tail lights.
That's horrible.
That's a lot of LED. Got
They
a
are
Punisher
fancy.
sticker. Made it a little faster.
That's not just a Punisher sticker, but we'll move on.
Guys, this is my kind of deal. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
saying.
saying.
Hating. I can't hate on it yet. I'm trying to find something really bad about it, and I can't.
I mean, there's several things that I would change immediately.
Oh man, you could clean this thing up a lot fast.
Yeah.
And I don't know, good bones.
It's a Fox body, man. It's a
Got
race
them
car.
Fox body bones.
I don't think I've ever seen tires that wide on the front of a Mustang.
I'm with you on that. I don't know how they're not rubbing on the strut.
Rubbing on something.
Murder Merc.
So $2,500.
It's got the flexi radiator hose that you like, Fro.
Yeah, those are good. High mount alternator holding it up. Shouldn't cause any issues.
No way. It likes the heat.
John, are you up for this one?
63 Buick Riviera, $25,000. Rust-free, airbag, street custom, 401 nail head. Custom paint with flames, old school cruiser. I like this guy's writing style. Just going to say, not a lot of extra verbiage. Short, sweet, to the point. We know we've got a nice little riv back here. I'm going to click on that. He wasn't lying. He could have put a look at all the words he could have put.
It's true.
He could have words that thing up.
It is absolutely true. Are flames played out? I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not
Depending
getting
on what
it.
they're on.
Man, those are good flames.
Those are good flames.
That's a good looking flame job. It is. Not for me though, man. I just I would like that car a lot more if it was just white. Even with the red wheels. Just white though, no flames. But for the guy who built it, that wanted it, it's the stuff. And there's a ton of other people that will love this car too.
I don't hate the flames on this car.
Not
I
for
don't
me.
flames don't belong on a lot of things. I don't hate them on this car. Not a lot yet. I would change.
Car's nice.
I hate that the wheel don't match the flames.
There is a lot of blue
striping.
pinstriping on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that needed to tie in with the flames. That tied in with the flames. I'd have been. There's like a tickle of blue back here because the pinstriper and the flame guy are two different guys altogether.
There's blue stripes around the flames.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a cool car. I wanted to at least throw it in here.
Hey, do these really go for 25 though? I mean, is that a legitimate price? Because I have no idea.
I don't have a clue.
Man,
I mean, it's worth whatever someone will pay for it, right? That's the deal.
Right. That's a pretty clean example of a find. I don't know. I bet there's not a lot of mid 60s car that if they're done up in that nice a condition aren't at least approaching that number. This thing's got a lot of extras on it. It's got custom. It's got flare.
At least they don't have like a Buick Enclave front end.
Yeah, it don't have a. It's not. And the other thing, like most of the crap, you're gonna see like LS swapped, or it's got a swapped in something. It's got a cool power plant.
Yeah.
See, the one thing I expected you guys to actually say something about, and the one thing I'm looking at right now.
The Marvin the Martian thing in the back window.
No, that's actually a Hula Girl.
How good the bumpers fit, because those are nice.
Those
That
are
might be a
nice.
Hula Girl. Look like Marvin the Martian to me.
No,
Bumpers
I was looking at the chrome tips on the tailpipes and the fact that it has lake pipes running down the side.
I'd have hid them tailpipes.
That's me. I'd have hid the tailpipes.
Yeah.
Let it play off the side pipes.
I'd have hid the tailpipes. So I wasn't going to bag on the guy's ride though.
No,
Nice.
I love it. That's why
pretty clean.
this one is a contribution from me. I picked this one out.
Yeah.
So what color are the steering wheels on the wall underneath the window? Will those go with the car too? Because
I don't
maybe
know.
one of those would be.
Maybe one of those would be the color that John's looking for.
What else has he got in there that I might want to buy? Okay.
I'm not sure. I can always back it up.
Nope. Don't do it.
We're good. Don't go backwards.
This was contribution from John.
Oh my damn. This is my jam. 2002 Pontiac Aztek Sport Utility 4-wheel drive, 4-door, 12,000 doll hairs. Very simple description. 02 Pontiac Aztek for $12,000. I don't know that these cost $12,000 new.
No way.
Like, I think at some point they started paying people to take them at used car lots.
They were just giving them away with the phones.
Yeah.
Phone, and here's your ass.
Buy a new phone plan, get a Pontiac Aztek. I'm a cable guy. I'm here to hook up your cable. By the way, you're our first caller today, so you get a Pontiac Aztek.
You were my fourth install today. Here's your Aztek.
All right, well, that'd just be the Big Mac meal and a McFlurry. Would you like to round up to a 2002 Pontiac Aztek for free?
Welcome to Walmart. Would you like Pontiac Aztek?
You get an Aztek. You get an Aztek. Here we go. Here it is. This is the Pontiac Aztek. That is a lot of work. And it's still a Pontiac Aztek. What have you said before, Bo, about people that, man, you could have done that to anything and you chose this? Pick a different canvas, brother.
When talented people have no taste, this is the kind of stuff you get.
And I'm sorry if this is anybody's car that knows, but it's fine. They know they did this to an Aztek.
So I jokingly say when you have no taste. This is their taste. They built this. They think this is awesome. That's fine. Yeah. I'm just bagging on it. You know what I mean? Sure. I have a station wagon, for God's sake. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I've said this for a long time. As in my opinion, the Azteks are one of the ugliest cars ever made. Just saying.
That being said,
this is probably the coolest one I've ever seen, though.
Yeah. It is. And if you know of uglier cars out there and you're in our listening audience, drop us a message on what that is. Because we'd like to know. We'd like to compile a list of these ugly ducklings.
So they did different mirrors too. Did they graph those headlights into it? Are those because I don't feel like
that's factory.
Those headlights are?
Oh yeah, that front end is totally factory. Sure.
Hold on, don't move from this picture for just
I'm not moving from this picture.
They started making the Aztek in the 90s. This one's an 02. Now it's shocking that they did it for that many years, but maybe in 2002 they put a little stealthier headlight in it.
Oh crap, okay. Those
If I recall correctly, this car was built from 2000 to 2005.
2000?
Believe so.
Really?
Yes.
They ugly.
Yeah.
They are ugly, but they
But-
did come with a
I,
lot of features.
Like Lambo doors.
No, that's an add-on, a well-executed add-on, I might add.
those are the factory mirrors. They just painted them.
Hmm.
Huh. I wouldn't imagine there's too much aftermarket stuff for these cars. you gotta make what you have. You gotta make it work.
You know how that phone call went. That phone, hey, do you make lowering springs for a Pontiac Aztec? And then they got laughed right off the phone.
Yeah, you call Sawzall or Dremel and ask them. And they're like, yeah, on the shelf. We'll send it to you. I think the reason it doesn't look as ugly is because the doors are open. You close the doors and you see all the body. I think that's when it really pops. Oh, did I do
All right.
that?
Say what?
Oh yeah, 2001 to 2005. I had no idea that it was only those 4 years. Good job, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, production July 2000 to 2005. Model years 01 to 05.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I saw that on another video yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
somebody
another
else-
video where they talk about Aztecs. What's going
Yes.
on?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird world.
Yeah.
Oh,
So one more in the tradition of that Aztec and
where are your
the Camaro with the 57 Chevy grafted onto it.
The Thunderbird with the what was it?
50 Ford.
The Thunderbird with a Thunderbird grafted onto it.
Yeah. And the Ski Don't.
If you do another ski don't, you're fired.
You're welcome.
68 Honda Passport. Man, come on. Valkyrie reverse trike 68. Camaro needs finishing. I assume he meant to say Camaro. Don't ask if still available. Road maneuver pin sold. DM for price. If you want a video, I'll ask for your number to text to. Title in hand in my name, registered to July 2024. The hell is this thing?
there's no price.
I took the price off.
Okay. Do we get a
Was
guess?
Whoa.
No. No, because I didn't even write down the price on this.
No, I think he was paying somebody to come get it.
Picture number 1 doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like he could have parted out this thing for more than he's going to get out of it selling it like this.
Yeah.
Just for the, well, I don't know.
Oh. You gotta, oh my gosh, like a train wreck.
I don't hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Jump in there.
I'm not saying I want it. That's the opposite of how I feel. But but I don't hate its guts. I'd rather have this than the Skadone. That's what we need to do. We need to come up with would you rather and say Skadone or this.
Yeah.
Pontiac Aztec or Camaro with the 57 body on it.
Ooh, that's a good one, dude. I don't know.
I don't think he's going to get it on that trailer. I'll say that.
No, you're missing a ramp.
You're missing a ramp.
You gotta have the old third ramp there. That thanks for that. I'm gonna have bad dreams.
I live for finding something that's going to give you bad dreams.
That's horrible.
I'm trying to get a Hall of Fame together for the marketplace splash that Bo wants to see with all of the worst we found.
Being such a fan of a first gen Camaro, that's like what? Like that's the.
Even the pockets on the fenders for the, I'm assuming for the air to come in.
I'd say so.
like I got this first gen Camaro body. I'm gonna make it better
It was
by
rear-ended.
grafting it onto a Honda Valkyrie. No,
No. Normally, I would say, yeah, that falls in line with talented people with bad taste, but that's saying a lot.
yeah. I just that's one of them deals where the guy was like a lot of beers in and thought, yeah, you know what we should do? We got this Valkyrie, we got this Camaro.
I rear-ended that Camaro with this bike. Let's make it happen.
Yeah,
Let's make it happen. I can't help but wonder how those projects come to be. I mean, that sounds like a reasonable explanation.
Here's my thing. We've had a shop together for a long time. For years, we all had a shop.
Uh-huh.
We never did anything like this.
no, and I will say,
Or even
in
talk
that
to
environment, it was not uncommon for somebody to jokingly say something and everybody else to jump right in with how good of an idea that was until they actually did it.
and then made fun of them for doing it.
Right. Like literally just talk them into a really dumb idea just so we have something to goof on them
I have
for.
one friend that takes pride in being able to talk other people into doing dumb stuff.
Yeah.
He knows who he is. You know who
Yeah.
you are. I know you're going to listen. So,
And we all think it's fun
yeah.
and funny.
As long as it's not me, I don't care.
We've all been on both ends of that deal.
I'm not cutting the top off my wagon. That's all there is to it.
No, but you could.
Good.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
Wagon. Hot tub wagon.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
Hot tub wagon.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is there are a lot of times when I took a lot of verbal abuse because that guy tried to talk me into something. And I went, nah, I'm good. And random obscenities thrown my way. Don't be a pansy. Just do what I told you to do. And there were several times when I would hear something like that. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's time to go home. I'm going to go ahead and lock her down for the night.
I can't cut the roof off because I want to put a ceiling fan in there.
Hey,
That's happening.
I'd have took a ceiling fan the other day. I'd have took a ceiling fan the other day. Any kind of fan.
I'm not kidding you. I'm doing it.
It was
We're going to
hot.
mount a stinking ceiling fan in the wagon.
Do it.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh. All right, Bo's getting a ceiling fan.
Yep.
John's worried
The
about
wireless remote,
safety.
too.
John's worried about safety and reliability. And I no longer leak. On that note,
Your training issues are over.
my tranny issues are over. On that note, is there anything else you guys want to throw in here? Going once.
Nope.
Going twice.
Go to the monster trucks this weekend.
Go to the monster trucks this weekend.